Hey everybody, Jabman025 here. Today I'm taking a look at the Gundam Barbatos Lupus 1100 from the second season of Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. This kit a lot of people have been asking me to review. I got it. Let's have a look and see what we got. Now, the frame, or the actual Gundam itself in these stories, is here. And not unlike the original Barbatos, it is very similar. There are a few minor changes. The back of the legs are slightly different. The head, the arms, the torso is basically the same. The only major league changes, the feet are completely new. Much bigger arches, just an overall bigger set of feet, and a little wider, taller arch. So it also gives the whole frame a little bit taller height on the whole thing. But that's the only real major change on the frame. The rest of the kit, however, starting with the torso, you can tell right out of the gate, this guy is a lot bigger and beefier than the original Barbatos, whatever. Also, you notice there's a good deal of lining on this kit. Not like old school high-grade XX lining, but still a lot of lining. Bust out the Real Touch marker, you got some work to do. You do have to remove that V-fin on the frame and replace it with this V-frame. Again, same deal. Big, beefy, giant head. I complained in the original Barbatos the shoulders were too big and the head was too small. Well, they made the head a lot bigger. The V-fin is gigantic, and the V-fin connection isn't that good. It will pop off all the time. You breathe on it too hard, it pops off. But it's not a big deal to just pop right back on. If it really bugs you, could easily glue it on there, but either way. There are no stickers on the eyes. Again, they give you the green piece that fits in the eyes, so no stickers used there. The arms, again, big, beefy, thick, linebacker-style arms. Hands are a little bit bigger, too. And before anyone asks, yes, I realize I'm missing a piece on the left arm. And yes, it goes through most of the review before I notice, but oh well. I fix it in the end. On to the shoulders. Smaller shoulders. Remember, I complained in the original Barbatos, head's too small, the shoulders too big. The shoulders are still big, but they're not quite as big. They shrink it down a little bit. You get that red topper on it that has the logo for the mercenary team, Tekadan, and it's a little wonky posing with them. They fit on kind of funky. It's far from a deal breaker. It just, when you're posing with it, you may have to adjust them. Okay, you're going to adjust them constantly. Legs. Big, beefy, thick legs. That's a theme here. Yeah, lots of armor on the legs. A lot bigger, a lot thicker. The feet, again, they're already oversized from the last kit, and all that extra armor on there, and lots and lots and lots of lining. So they do have some stickers here on the top of the kneecap, and they do have a couple of yellow stickers on the shoulder, but for the most part, this is sticker-free. Skirt armor, get these two giant side skirts, which are just essentially big friggin' thrusters. There's a couple stickers back there in the back for the back of the thruster for the black. That's easy to paint if you really don't want to bother with it. Again, the stickers on the knees there, the shiny green. The front skirt armor is set really high up. It sets at a weird angle, so it looks like you're doing something wrong, but no, that's intentional. And there is an attachment for an action base, but I'm going to have this guy grounded. Personal preference. It would look good in the air, too. Now, posing. The hips are kind of loose on this kit. That's not a huge issue. I mean, you can still pose just fine with it. But as you're posing around, the legs want to move very, very easily, especially at the hip joint. That being said, you can shake it, and he's still standing still. But as you're moving around, just beware that those hips are going to be moving pretty free-flowing, which is better than being so tight you can't move them, which I've had a few kids that can do that. But yeah, lots of posability, lots of options there. Accessories. You get 2 dauber guns, machine guns, cannons, whatever. They go on the forearm, they face backwards, and all you really have to do to fire them is turn them around. And you have this. I'm going to call this Satan's cricket bat. It's a big old piece of steel with a handle on it, essentially. They give you 2 grapple hands, one for each side. There's a little tooth in there that hooks into the handle on the cricket bat, so it'll never drop it. It looks really heavy, but it's not, so you can do it any kind of pose you want. It will also attach onto the backpack. And he really looks like a big, beefy linebacker or a knight or something. Something rather interesting, they give you these parts here which transform the backpack into some sort of a holding place or attachment. They make it a point to say, go ahead and build this, even though it serves no real purpose. Interesting. It's like something else is meant to go on the backpack. I wonder what. Anyway, we'll find out. But they make it a point to say, yeah, go ahead and build this. You might need this for something. They don't tell you what, but I'm curious what's going to turn up for these things. For a little size comparison, on the right you have the original Barbatos, left Barbatos Lupus. You can see the Lupus is a little bit taller, but a good deal thicker and wider and tank-like. The original Barbatos is supposed to be a brawler, and I didn't really get that. Barbatos Lupus, yeah, this is a brawler. This is a linebacker. This is a heavily armored knight. This is a tank of a Gundam. I like it. Final thoughts on this kit. Best no grade I've ever built, by far. This is an excellent kit. The price is right. Accessories are limited, but they're good. Not a sticker-heavy kit. Very well detailed. Got a good deal of lining to do. But I like the look of it. I always complained with the original Barbatos, the proportions seemed a little off. Not here. Big, thick, tank, linebacker Gundam. Kind of reminds me of a medieval knight with that big cricket bat sword thing. Regardless, cool. Thumbs up. Pick it up. I highly recommend it. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you found it informative. If you have any questions, please ask them. I will answer them to the best of my ability. And please stay tuned for more. I always got more reviews coming. See you next time, guys. Oh, and one more thing. Swing bada bada bada, swing bada 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 bada, swing bada, swing bada. Strike. Coming next year.